Arnie,
I guess
like,
I wouldn't be
me
able to
for
tell
real.
how long he's been napping for.
No, not at all.
Alright, too bad, I'm gonna wake him anyway.
How do you wake him up?
First I'll start with just talking at him. Arnie, wake up.
He is unresponsive.
And then I will shake him a little bit.
He's unresponsive. He might be
He's
dead.
dying of a heroin overdose.
breathing.
Yeah, I checked to see if he's breathing.
He's breathing. He just seems to be in a deep sleep.
Shit. You know, Roma's here. No,
Oh my god.
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
What was that? Oh, hey, what's up? What's up, Zebra?
yeah, that's what I thought. Get up.
He looks confused. What happened?
Nothing. I need your help with something.
Alright.
I'd love to let you sleep. Looks around at the coffee.
Oh, no. It's time to go back to work. What's up?
2 things. Well, 3, but 2. I am supposed to be synthesizing one of these. Holds up the dim.
Oh.
I have no clue even where to start.
You're gonna want to talk to Lois about that. I don't make these. Or talk to one of the medics.
Alright.
Lawrence is around, I think. You could ask him.
Alright. And then the other thing is I want to make one of these. And I'll hold up. I don't know if I never clarified with you if he gave me a bomb, which I have written down, or if he gave me just a bomb casing. But either way, it's one of the hollow.
Just a casing.
Yeah, it's one of the hollow casings. I want to work on one of these. Improving my own.
Oh, that's easy. Just get them from acquisition.
I want to know how to make them.
Well, good fucking luck with that. I don't make them.
Alright.
Denver, you do realize that's like manufactured material, right?
Would she really know what that means?
Yeah, you probably have heard it coming up. Those forks are manufactured. The glass is manufactured.
That just means some fancy pants did it, right?
No, it means it was made in bulk. Like, they have like all the equipment to make it in large quantities. Same for the bullets.
And you don't.
No.
Well, then I woke you for nothing.
Well, thanks a fucking lot.
Well, you can go talk to Roma.
He thinks about that. Wags a finger at you. Doesn't say anything. Catch you later.
Mm-hmm.
Walks away. You go find Lawrence. Pretty easy enough. All you gotta do is just ask around. He's actually back at the very first post you guys met him at the front gate. Not doing any plague checks, not anymore. You guys can tell the spire's become a lot more fortified and guarded and reclusive, isolated almost. But he still keeps an eye out. You walk on over and he just gives you like a sup nod.
I nodded him. How are things?
Quiet. Too quiet. Not a fan of it.
It's a blessing for the people, though.
He shakes his head. When things go quiet, that means something's brewing. Whatever's brewing.
What I meant
you're
is,
not gonna like it.
people who don't think like that are probably put at ease.
He shakes his head. No. Not for Realmers, at least. They can tell. Even if they don't know, they can tell. They can tell. A sixth sense about disaster. But you didn't come here to talk about philosophy and things like that. What do you need?
I want to learn how to make these.
Combat stem.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where to start. I have ideas, but...
He begins listing off a series of ingredients. You do not recognize any of them. They're
all
not
of them.
They're not
yeah.
elements on the periodic table. They're chemical names. You're not that far in on this.
Yep. She'll give him a blank look.
You're not an alchemist, are you?
I'm an alchemist. Just not that kind. I've learned that much.
He thinks for a moment. I remember Lois talking about it. She's a persuasion of both. One's of book learnedness as well as field work. He thinks for a moment. There are some plants around here. root vegetables for a good half of them. That might be able to produce a similar effect. Or you can adopt them into the same formula. It's going to take a bit of work, though.
Better get started.
It begins listing off like 7 different plants. You recognize 1 or 2 of them, but definitely not the whole list. And it's just like a general recognition that I've studied this. It's clear that the way he describes it, these are localized native plants. So, if you want to make combat stims, sounds like you better go node hunting. Have fun. Also, those nodes you have from before are expired now.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Those expire at the end of long rest.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I was like, damn it, I didn't do anything with it. Oh well, I can't get more. I literally got it from a corpse.
So I have refined the crafting system a bit, but it's not ready for me to publish to you guys yet. But for now, I would say if you're... Because the nodes aren't, ironically enough, not a science, despite me making a whole system for them. In order to make the combat sims, you're going to need... The red is definitely one of them.
I'll make you corpse combat stims. Let me get a sticky note up.
Red and white.
Red and white?
Yeah. Actually, no, probably 3.
Combat stims.
Well, it'd be prof -1. The guardsmen have a 3 prof, so 2 would be the best they could make. Yeah, so it would just, red and white.
1 red, 1 white?
Yep, which is outside of your crafting capability at current.
At current.
At current. But whenever you unlock prof 3, then you can start doing it.
Right, that's how it goes off.
Prof -1.
Mm-hmm. Okay. At the very least, she can get started on the idea.
Learn the process.
Learn the plants.
Another important thing about these combat sims is, unlike some foods and stuff like that, they're not expiring. Not unless it's like a year, in which case then we'll talk about it. But for the immediate future, you're fine. Anything else?
I don't think so right now.
Yeah, we're gonna loop back around and give everyone a once over, see if anyone has anything.
Yeah.
Badger does go give the mantle to Molly. I see that in the chat there. This cop enjoys his brisket. Lucky bastard.
I am enjoying this brisket.
You go over to the
thank you so much.
ICU. And you see the familiar medic that's always there as as Maddie. Gaspard's other. If I can find her token. Well, there's Molly's token. Is that? And Maddie's token. Matilda and Molly. It does appear Matilda in the midst of some experiment. Whatever it is, it's clearly based upon the plague, just by the scent alone. Regardless, you go over to Molly and present over the mantle, like the one she has in her art right there. And it's interesting to see. She is such a, I don't know, hopeful person, but it's impressive how much like she glows when you present it over to her. You managed to get it.
Yeah, I had to fight 5 beasts for it all at once.
The medic at station just chuckles and looks away like dumbass. Wow, 5, and I'm sure Ace helped. Ace barks happily, like I fucking killed. He doesn't say fucking. I killed them.
Ace took down 3 of them.
Oh, good job, Ace. Yeah, I slaughtered them like animals. Only you understand that, though.
He says thank you.
Oh, of course. Thank you, both of you. This is... She, like, just sort of brings the mantle close to her. Like, almost like she's, like, sniffing at it. Just sort of wrapping around her face for a moment. This was my mother's last gift to... She shakes her head. Never mind.
I'm happy I could get it for you.
She smiles. I think I'm going to be discharged from this unit soon enough. Is there anything I can do to help you?
No, I don't need anything. I'm pretty simple. You know,
Well,
you could come with us.
to where?
I don't think we've gotten that far yet.
Right.
Like in the grand scheme of things.
Well, I don't have anything else left in this town. And she looks at Ace. You've been kind to me, and Ace. Sure, she nods.
Hey,
I can break camp. I can cook and clean. I know some advanced mathematics. Whatever I can do to help.
you'll fit in with the other nerds in the group.
You sound like Mark. The medic does come over, and before she's discharged, we need to do one last round of tests. Quality concerns and stuff like that. Sure. She looks to you. I'll talk to you later.
Absolutely. I'll come by tomorrow morning and check on you.
She nods. The medic pulls her off into another room, and they do begin doing some medical checks. Some last ones. Quest completed.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun.
Molly's mantle.
Would
So-
this be the location where most of the sick people are? And the injured?
No, everywhere has the sick and injured. This is for like this is like the intensive care, like critical condition people or people that are anomalous. But in terms of like general injury and sickness, everywhere has it.
Okay.
To Irina's utter discomfort, which by the way, Irina has decided to sequester herself in your guys' room for obvious reasons. Going around, you do find plenty of people to go help and heal and stuff like that. You do bump into Cleric Bryn, who is unsurprisingly shadowed by two of the Rangers. In case you guys don't remember what Mr. Bryn looks like. Grab his token. Bryn. Boop. There he is. Our boy. Then we'll get both of the Glendon Ranger. 1 and 2. Okay, that took a while.
Yeah,
Just
remember them boys?
Just shadowing him. I don't remember his voice. So I'm just gonna talk all prim and proper. I think that fits me.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
I remember basically doing Doran's voice. Ah, you're back. Fancy
Cleric
bumping
Bryn.
into Caradoc, was it?
Yes, indeed.
Good to see you again. I've heard you've heard from the gods that you guys have been on your own, pardon the term, but adventures.
That we have.
Adventure is positive. As opposed to derogatory.
Fortunately, my compatriots have again proven that they are most capable. The
Gods of
negotiations, I suppose we can call them, went well. Evacuations will proceed.
I've heard some talk on the evacuation piece. I think for a moment have just had to continue. I have been feeling from the captains that they haven't told me about such plans, although as I said, I've heard them. People talk. Would it be possible you all can assist me in finding my relic before we conclude evacuations? Don't get me wrong, the Glendon Rangers have been, he looks back to them, instrumental, but I'm afraid the skill sets are in survival and things of that sort. Traps. Not in searching for holy artifacts. And perhaps someone of your persuasion might be able to lend assistance on that keenly.
I do have information, not pertaining to your relic, I'm afraid, but pertaining to the general situation and what is about to happen broadly speaking. I look around. Are there a lot of people around us at the moment?
Oh yeah.
And this information is probably best for your ears and that of your rangers.
I see. I believe there is a classroom that's locked up that we can gain entrance into to speak properly in there. Come with me.
Certainly.
You follow him and find a barely familiar classroom. This is the classroom you guys converse with the Chosen Star in.
Ah,
One of the few quiet spots in the entire spire, aside from your guys' quarters. I guess sort of the officers' war room, stuff like that. The rooftop. Alright, I believe we're alone, yeah?
excellent. How much do you know of what is currently going down with the Zealots and the Plague District?
Well, not much. I will start with that. I know the Zealots are actively recruiting amongst the denizens of Velcaster in the southern stretch. I know that they have a rather brutal trial grounds that you must survive in order to be initiated. But I also familiar that they are adept at dealing with the Shamblers. Most of them, at least.
So the first piece of information is that the Zealots, or the Numen itself, is going to turn up the heat something significantly
Turn up the heat.
very soon.
You can see the two rangers behind him like begin whispering to each other. They don't whisper to the point of rolling stealth. You can catch them say, "That's why it's been getting hotter." The other one nods.
To the point of conflagration, I fear. And
He has
that
a
is
pause
the
at that, like stunned.
that is the lesser of the news I have, I'm afraid.
Lesser. What is? I'm sorry. Please continue. What is the greater?
So, out of pure curiosity, feel free to deny or say you cannot answer, but this holy relic of yours, is it by chance capable of birthing a Newman?
No, something not. I would say it would strike a Newman semi-effectively in the sense of they would feel it. I don't know if it would do any damage. No, but it is a holy weapon, not a catalyst.
Okay, then I do not know what is causing it, but I have strong reasons to believe that there is a plague-born Newman being born a few days ago.
One
In
of the
the
rangers,
district.
you could just hear him go, "Fuck."
And it is plausible that the Bloodstar and this newborn Newman are going to, for lack of a better word, duke it out. And
As
I
is
would
the
not
case.
wish to be in the ring when that
As
happens.
stories go, when cities and things of the sort, warlords are taken over, the Newmen must contest one another. She thinks for a moment, the plague is strong, and the zealots believing in the Bloodstar are also strong. It will not be an easy fight for either side. Allow in the Ventorian presence into the equation, and
It may be better to retreat and resume your search in the aftermath. At least then you'll know what you're dealing with.
roll persuasion with advantage.
Advantage.
Oh, the advantage! The first one was an
God.
one. The first one was an one.
Had to shake
It
it
was
out
a
just to
hard-
get it out there.
It was a hard DC at 20, but you know, you raised some fair points. I see. Sir, if I might speak. Certainly, of course, I always welcome your advice. If your relic's been here for who knows how long, and if it's as strong as you think it is, and it's hidden as hard as it is, it can survive a war like this. You, us, he shakes his head, we can't. You can tell that Bryn doesn't. He doesn't like hearing any of this, but he can't deny it. Like he just is like annoyed, not annoyed, peeved look on his face.
Where was Cleric Bryn from again?
He's from a town south of here called Lance.
Lance, that's what it was.
And we kept thinking his name was Lance for the longest time.
Right. As for my own immediate business after this, I am afraid I must depart similarly. Do you recall Murmur Row and the rumors about
I
it?
have, and I've also heard tale of what was the truth behind it. A man corrupted by an aberrant. And you
Unfortunately,
vanquished
Unfortunately, one of my compatriots. How do I put this? They have a passenger now.
the Rangers look at each other, and again, that not so quiet whisper. Got a curse.
And my compatriot's probable only chance at survival lies with the Ashwardens, so our priority is to
You hear both the Rangers groan like,
find them and remedy the situation. I cannot in good conscience abandon them. They've done a lot for me.
Understandable. Noble sentiment. He sighs. I wish I had focused my studies differently. I'm also I'd offer my own assistance right now. But I understand. He nods. I understand. Perhaps in the future, we might align our paths once more. Or he looks to the ranger behind him, or one of the rangers behind him. Perhaps this duel of Newman will reveal where the artifact is hidden. Maybe, sir. That's optimistic thinking, though. Better than pessimistic. He looks back to you with like a smile on his face. Meanwhile, the ranger he was just talking to shakes his head. Dumbass. He doesn't say it, but he just shakes his head. No, pessimism is usually more right.
I wish I could do more. I really do.
You've freed me from a would-be assassin. I think you've done plenty, Kiradok. You and your friends. And I've been trying to repay that debt here, as you see.
So I've heard. By the sounds of it, you're making
Steady.
progress.
Steady progress. Not monumental, though. And I think that this news of evacuation ought to switch my focus on treating the more immobile.
That's actually why I was out here. I was going to help with that.
Certainly. I have, he gestures at this, like, I guess it's a clipboard at his side. I have a list of people here that I've gotten from the medics. You can, please, join me, and we can begin our holy work.
Excellent. Oh,
Yes?
insofar as your ability to heal and cure,
Yes?
are you a studied sort? Is that how you came into your power?
No, nay. I am merely an acolyte of Our Lady Langelia.
I've been reading my ancestors' journal. I've been trying to understand my own power a bit more.
Well, he thinks from it. I'm afraid I don't have any academic tests or trials to run you through, but I would ask this, or impart unto you. Oftentimes these powers are connected to something, not necessarily of blood or ancestry, but to something beyond. It might be secretive, as elder powers often are, but they might also impart their own information and wisdom. They are not ignorant. Other times they even have outright sentience. Like my lady. I say to a worrying degree, but like the Bloodstar. Reach out. See what you might learn from them.
Thank you for your counsel. I shall do that. I shall do this.
Of course.
I'll need a sword.
He looks at one of the rangers. What's I have a sword? He gestures and he gestures at his blade and pulls it out a little bit, revealing a scimitar.
No, more like a claymore
The ranger like resheaths
or an
the blade.
arming sword.
You might want to talk to one of the guards for that.
I shall. Thank you.
So you exit out.
You did see that Gaspard had an arming sword.
Yep.
Oh.
All the renegade guardsmen, I guess all guardsmen in general, have in the same way a cop gets a pistol, they get their service blade. So
Ooh.
you begin making your way out.
Thing.
Yes.
Oh, it slipped. I had it in my thoughts and it escaped me. Damn.
Oh, you gotta
We
be
can wrap
faster.
around. We can wrap around.
Yes. Yeah. Give me some time to think about it. Thank you.
What else does people want to do? That's totally grammatically incorrect, but I'm gonna own up to it. What else does people want to do?
What else? I don't know how he would approach this, but Jin does want to talk to Mina about the don't need to beat around the bush, the panic attack they were having.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
As well.
You find Mina in your guys' room, just sort of chilling. She doesn't exactly have. She probably checked into Lawrence on the way in, but she doesn't really know most of these people, and she doesn't want to know. You find her in the midst of like double checking one of her spears, having unwound it to retighten it, the spearhead.
Something I didn't think about till just now. Hey, when she rests or is basically at a stopping point, where does she naturally go to rest? Like, does she make sure to have like her back at like a 2-point like wall intersection? Like basically.
It depends on
anytime?
where you guys are at. No,
Okay.
not all the time. Only when you guys are on the field.
That makes sense. Trying to see if I could point out like, she's very paranoid. Yeah. Yeah, he just I don't know, he just approach. Mina, do you have 3 moments?
Yeah, what's up, bruv? She's like tightening the spearhead. You can hear like the leather just like stretching.
Yeah, it's like giving way. Well, not giving way, but you know. I wanted to ask about what happened. That was just yesterday, wasn't it? Technically.
Yeah, it was technically today. You guys haven't taken a long rest, so yeah, it's today.
He'll give it some rough distance of just like a day. Say he lost track of time in the smoke. What happened to Liv yesterday? Before we talk to he doesn't dismiss a hand, the higher up noble people. I'll be honest, that whole situation is not for me. Before that conversation.
Before the bishops.
That one. I can't remember the fucking name for the life of him. Something happened.
Just
No.
bad memories is all, bruv. Irina's in the same room again. She's like isolated herself. Ironic quarantine, huh?
Just curled up in a ball in the corner, like. Ah!
And she gives you like this, like not dismissive, but or doubting look, but also like a confused, intrigued one. Almost like the Thor going, "Is it really?" Like it's doubting, but it's also like I don't maybe, but also maybe not. Throwing a little bit of shade. It's like that.
It could be true, but she wants to. I don't know. There's just more that makes you think that it might not be true. I doubt it's just bad memories. You were entirely locked up there. And
Memories do that to a warrior.
True.
Why you be asking anyway, bruv? You looking out?
I suppose I'm just concerned.
I appreciate that concern, bruv, but again, it's nothing.
Just shakes his
Roll me an
head,
insight check.
clearly not believing it's nothing.
Roll me an insight check.
Let me find where my damn sheet went. Where'd it go? There it is. Scoobity beep bop, scoobity boop. He's invested enough in this. I have a inspiration.
Yeah, you can go
So about that
50-50.
14.
Yeah. God damn it. Add your prof to this, so it'll be +2, so 16.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting there, but not there yet. She genuinely believes it's just her being haunted by her past, like a memory. But you know from Irina that your memory might be powerful and potent. It doesn't literally conjure a sound in your head. Like, actually, like, telepathically doing that. That's how she was able to transmit to you guys. It's because there's something else that gave it. So Mina believes genuinely.
There was a pushing
memory.
factor, not just like, oh, I not remembered something, but like something triggered it. Downside, he can't exactly bring that up without entirely selling out Irina. She's in the room. She can like. He's going. I don't know. He looks over to Irina, and I guess in his head just thinks, "Would you mind assisting?" Can't remember if she can hear us hear our thoughts.
Sort of. She
Yeah.
respects a lot. She respects a lot of your guys' privacy,
Yeah.
which is why she didn't catch that Evil was a spy.
That's fair, actually, thinking about it.
I actually had to roll like a mental fortitude save for Evil when that got brought up. By the way,
Even sitting there, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it.
basically, like Batman.
But yeah, I think with like over what they've done, she could probably pick up that Jin like looking over to her is like you can tap in for a second, just like maybe to help with this, because like he doesn't want to straight up out her on that because that could be throwing a lot of shade towards Irina. But if Irina is okay with bringing that up, then he'll bring it up.
Yeah, she'll do that then.
Okay.
Mina, what's this? Of course, she's getting tired of conversating. I don't think that it's just bad memories. She sighs. You can hear the rattle of the spear as she like lets go of all the tension on the leather. Oh yeah, sis. Well, you'd be saying that. And she goes back to tightening the spear. Well, because I heard it. Heard what? The tune. She stops.
There's
No,
some
not
part
be
of me that's
surprising.
Go on.
You can listen to our thoughts, yes, sis? I mean, I can, but I know it's you know what? What you be knowing? I know when it's your guys' thoughts, as opposed to something else whispering in. Mina quirks an eyebrow at that. What you be meaning? That wasn't your memory, Mina. It was something else. Something separate from you.
Something that manifested when you looked out into the water.
Your 16 insight can pull that Mina is getting into a cold sweat now.
I will also be fair. It would, I think, only be 14 because I don't have guidance or anything. I just left it on.
Oh yeah, all right, no guidance.
Yeah.
Mina's an open book, so. She thinks for a moment. Oh no. She begins looking around. Looking for something. You don't know what.
What do you need?
I don't be needing nothing. I gotta make sure it just be me in here. And all of you. She stands up. Her breathing is clearly accelerated. Where are you? And then you see that look take to her as her eye begins to glow.
Wee.
Eventually, though, after a few moments of her searching, it fades.
The paranoid schizophrenic has a glowing eye.
She sits back down. Not here. That's good. course, everyone who would be dead. Of course. She, like, clutches at her chest. It's almost like grabbing through her shirt and trying to, like, dig her fingers into her flesh.
Trying to stop it from racing.
More where she's proving to herself that she's still alive.
Oh, that's a good point.
If they were here, everyone would be dead. And we're not dead. I mean, they're not here. Right. You know, it's... Irina has walked closer at this point, a very blatant look of concern on her singular eye, quarter of her face that's left. What's happening? What I'd be saying? The past. Just not in my mind this time. Apparently. She says, looking at Irina.
Does that make it better or does that make it worse?
It means that... I'm gonna die.